is Sörbo, and I'm the inventor of the wide-body squeegee, the most duplicated squeegee in history. But anyway, I invented that 1985, and because of that new squeegee that took very light pressure, I invented the 40-foot monster pole. This was the first pole made for squeegee work. We had another pole at that time that Tucker was making. It was the only water-fed pole at that time, and that pole was not very rigid, so I decided to come up with a new design. And I made a new design. It's not the traditional design like the Christmas tree design. What I did, I made it different. I made it thin in the bottom, wide in the middle, and thin in the top. So I made it wider where it mostly bends. This is a 40-foot pole, 7 sections, and it weighs only 12 pounds. Many of you old-timers have asked me to bring this pole back to the market, and now finally I got to do that. So anyway, I'm going to demonstrate this pole here today. And because of the new model, which was stacked, was the first stacked pole on the market. So the middle section, you can actually add more 6-foot sections to it, so you can make it into a 45, 50, 55 feet pole if you want to. And because of that, this became the most rigid pole on the market. Well, here you can see all the sections, and it's 7 sections, and the 7th section is inside the adjustable section, and they all bolts together with these 5 screws here, stainless steel winglets. And here you got, I'm going to show you here number 3 and number 4 section here. You can see they have a plug-in in the male part, and they have square holes, and this is how they bolt together. And you see it doesn't rattle at all. It's totally solid, and that's why this is the most rigid pole on the market. No movements at all. And also, when you put the 5 on, you have to be careful though, because this is such a tight fit. So when you put it together like this, you have to be very careful so you don't nick the corners of the hole here. But you see, this is totally solid, no movements at all. And the last section here, the 7th section, comes out, and you can lock it with this heavy-duty aluminum lock. Friend is here, so we're going to show you now. He's going to show you how to put it together, and I'm going to do a little bit talking in between here. So thank you, Louis, for being here.
You got it, sir.
And you know, I'm going to ask you one thing. When did you see this pole the first time?
Oh, years back, like maybe in 1995.
Yeah.
I was at a janitorial, and I looked up on the ceiling. There it was.
Full length.
Full length, yes.
It was Brothers Janitorial Supply.
Brothers Janitorial, yes, in Downey, when he had
in
it
Downey, Los Angeles.
Right.
Yeah. So Louis going to put it together now.
So here we have number 6. This would be the bottom of the pole, and here on the top you can see the number 5 up there. So all we do is just go up the numbers. Here's number 6.
And then you have a square hole there.
Right.
And the hole is round in the middle, so the 1/4 bolt goes in really easy.
And you got your butterfly nut here that you tighten it up with.
Yeah, and you don't want to tighten it very hard. You just want to tighten enough so it won't fall out, because the only reason the bolt is there so the pole doesn't slide inside one another.
Okay, so here you got number 5 and number 4 here. number 3, and number 2. There we have it. Full extended 40 feet high.
And then you have the section 7 inside the telescopic portion there. And that's the full length. So what we're going to do now, we're going to take it apart and show you how you can make a 22 feet pole out of this 40 footer. So you can leave that together. Just keep the 1, 2, and 3 section together. Take it apart, put it forward. You have to have it straight when you take it apart and put it together. If it bends it, no, put it down so you have the tip on the. Put it down so it's leaning on each end. You can't have it hanging when you take it apart. So now we're going to make the 40-foot pole into a 22-foot pole, and Louis is going to show you how to do that. So first you take the plug off on the 7th section, otherwise it won't go into the lock when you turn it around. And then you turn that 7th section around. And put the bolt in. So now you have the section 3 bolt, which is a little bit shorter than the 4 and 5. And then you take the lock and you put that in first. There we go. And that's the reason you have to take the plug off, because otherwise you can't get the lock on. So there we go, we have a 22-foot pole, and you can make it, slide it into a 17. So that's how you make 2 different poles of the monster pole. Very good, Louis, thank you for the demonstration.
You got it, Sörbo.
Now you know how to put the pole together, and we just hope that you have a lot of use for this monster pole coming back to the market again. This is a guy that I appreciate very much. He's been using the product since the 90s, and he had done only Sörbo videos. So look at superb window cleaning on your YouTube, because he have done all the techniques I teach the people to the years, and he had done it down to the T. So thank you, Louis, for your wonderful help and service for Sörbo products.
You got it.
Okay, so bye-bye and have a good summer.
You got it, Sörbo. Hey, why don't you do a burnout when you leave?
Oh, okay.